Okay. Hey, my loves. So I came back in the house, right? And I was about to walk back outside and record because I love being out in the sun. But I'm hoping this is going to be a quick message. I don't know. We'll see. So as I'm sitting here thinking, and I know this is piggybacking off my last video, even though it was in two parts, the phone broke it up. I don't know why. Don't ask me. My bad. But as I was sitting here mulling over what I discussed in the last videos, um, there was something that I did not touch on. I always talk about how you're dealing with principalities and negative energies in adults, right? And how to address adults. But I never quite. Let me open up my blinds because I like the sun, but I'm on the laptop and it makes it difficult to see. I keep it closed. Not that's any of y'all business, but um. So one of the things that I did not. Let me see if I can sit this up so I ain't gotta hold it. I'm not outside. Okay, so one of the things. Hey guys, I just started talking. Hey, my spiritually savage family, how we doing today? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are finding the light at the end of the tunnel. I hope you are just finding a way to be positive about life, even in the midst of your trials and tribulations. Okay? I am a student. I'm a student at, okay, okay, let me correct myself because somebody having a fit. I am a student. I am a student in spirituality, in finding out who I truly am and what my soul path is. I'm a student, a novice student at that. I'm a beginner at finding out about my lineage, my ancestry, about my divine life path. I'm a student at that in a way of how it all goes together. But I'm not a student in dealing with people and wanting to teach and spread love and spread understanding and knowledge. Basically, which is nothing but understanding so we can all live together, right? I didn't know that a lot of my actions literally were being controlled. It is mind control. Start looking things up because they want to keep you at a certain level vibrationally, meaning they want to keep you down in the dumps, guys. They want to keep you depressed. They want to keep you fighting. They want to keep you mad. They want to keep you angry because in that way they can harvest your energy. They can be living, they can be making money off of you. They're making money off of you. Get that. Anytime you feed into a negative energy, that is them making money off of you. Anytime you don't follow your dreams, that is them making money off of you. Literally, you are giving your money away. There's somebody out there that's a millionaire right now off of your energy, off your money, because you will not lift yourself up out of that. Whatever it is hard. Trust me, I know it is. I had a bout where I was in the bed for 2 whole weeks, not eating, not nothing, crying, couldn't even get words together. I have been there. Understand. Suicidal? Been there. This is true facts. So when I say I understand, I understand. I'm not just speaking just to be speaking. Okay? It gets dark. It's okay that it gets dark because you can handle it. You can handle the dark. Your light shines so bright, darlings. If you are on my channel, you are so bright. You haven't even tapped into your potential. And I'm saying that because that is what I am being told about myself as well. I haven't. I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner in recognizing and knowing and understanding and utilizing it properly, correctly. I'm not perfect. Not at all. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. I have had to make many amends on this journey myself. Yeah, I know I talk about our struggles and what other people are doing, but understand if you are on this journey, you must. This is a journey of self reflection. This is a journey of who you are at the core. Some of you guys may not like who you are at the core, and that is okay, and that's where it will get dark. Trust me, there were things I didn't like about myself. I admitted those things, especially to those that I offended with that affliction. I did. I apologized to high school people or middle school people who felt that I was a bully to them. I was an angry kid. I was. I worked hard to sit here and discuss and talk and breathe and be at peace with my past, my current present situation, and my glorious future. I'm still learning, though. I am still learning. I still have outbursts, but I catch myself. You understand? And every day I catch myself a little quicker. I've always said my goal is to just hear the voice of God and just do what he tells me to do. And there's no second, millisecond in between it. It's just hear and do. That's it. Right now I'm still deliberating. I'm still guessing. I'm still, second guessing. I'm still deliberating. I'm still thinking, feeling, hesitating, procrastinating. Yeah, I am. I'm working on that. Today I vowed not to. And so after I make this video, which is what I was about to do, I was about to get started. But then this came through. And I didn't even start with what I was about to say. So, okay, somebody needed to hear what I said in the beginning because that was not my intentions. Not at all. Not at all. So what I was thinking about saying, let me get back. Okay, that was different. It wasn't different. Let me just side note. It wasn't different. I've done it my whole life, but I'm just now recognizing it, and I'm hearing other people call it something. So this is funny. I am having a difficult time accepting my gifts, even though I've been doing it my whole life, and a lot of people have known about them. But I didn't know that's what it was. I just felt like it was me. And you may feel that way, that this is you. Why are people treating me this way? Why are people funny, acting funny? Baby, because you are different. You are not the same. You think differently, you act differently, you move differently, you flow differently. You're different. You're not the same. You don't go with the norm, and that's okay. So in the community, they say that's a channeled message. In my community, it was just me talking. So, but I'm recognizing that it is God at work through me, has always been. So anytime I've talked and given advice, or anytime I've talked and encouraged, and I talk to any and everybody. If there's a man standing on the corner with a sign saying hug for free, I'm giving them a hug, and I have done it. Okay? So somebody needed to hear what I said in the beginning. From when I was talking about money and energy and how it all relates to now. I love you. Because that was something you needed to hear, because that was not this message. The message that I was going to say was that I was piggybacking on part 1 and part 2, was how when you deal with difficult people. I never quite addressed when you have to deal with difficult children. Okay. If you are open and you are awake, then you will see shifts in children. And that is basically the negative and the positive energy, God and the devil, fighting for real estate in that child. At the core of children, they are sweet, they are pure, which is why so many go missing, but that's a whole nother story at a whole nother time. But when they are surrounded by negativity, unless their spirit is strong, and I take it if you are watching this video, then baby, your spirit is a warrior, okay? Your spirit is so strong. You don't even realize how strong. I didn't realize how strong because I thought I was just living life and doing what I was supposed to do. Lo and behold, I was being attacked, manipulated, death magic, spells, all kinds of stuff, honey. Lord have mercy. I'm still processing it. I'll talk about it. I definitely will. But I never talk about how you deal with children. You have to deal with them differently. You still have to switch up because you will recognize when they're trying to drain your energy. When they start taking on the traits of the negative energies around them. You'll see it. You'll notice it. And you'll want to react as if they are an adult because sometimes they may come off at you as an adult. Check who you are. Remember who you are. And remember who they are. They are impressionable. They are like the talking parakeet, energetically. They can't say what the adults say, but energetically, and the slick tones and the little things that little children will do to try and get under your skin to make you come out of character as well. Understand, they are spiritual beings as well, and they are fighting demons as well. They are. But at the heart of children, to me, I'm going to say up until about 13, because by the time you're 13, you start, in my opinion, and I know I read it somewhere and heard it somewhere a few times, but I also believe it, that at the age of 13, and it may be somewhere in the Bible, I'm not quite sure, but at the age of 13, that's when you are spiritually accountable for yourself and your actions, karmically, meaning whatever you put out there, karma gonna give it back to you as a child, so you're gonna get it back. It still happens to me. I'm not perfect. Happened to me just recently. My business, not y'all's. I'm learning my karmic lessons as well. Okay? You'll never stop learning. But when you're dealing with children, let me stay on task. When you're dealing with children, you have to deal with them with nothing but love, but stern love when you recognize that they are energetically trying to bring you down and make you fuss, yell, pulling at you emotionally, No matter if it's yelling, they may want sympathy, they may want compassion. Understand, I'm not telling you to ignore them. I'm not telling you not to give them these things, but understand when you're being manipulated. If it's genuine, definitely. But if it's being done manipulatively, you know what I'm saying. If they're manipulating your emotions to get you to act a certain way, deal with it with love. Let me see. Okay, I just heard example. I got an example. You could be just chilling in your own zone, and your child, somebody else's child, if you're staying with somebody, however your situation relates. And I can't think of one right now. I can, but it's my personal one, and I'm not going to share that because, again, children are innocent. Okay, they are innocent. They are only absorbing what is in their atmosphere, unless they are just tough as hell. Especially if everybody in their family is, angry. I'll put that in those terms, because that's what negativity to me is. It's unprocessed emotions, which is actually anger. So, but deal with them with love. Don't snap on them. Don't hit them. Do not hit them. Do not hit them. I used to, because I grew up that way. So I grew up in popping, whippings, all that. It's been years since I've hit a child. Oh, I've wanted to. Just being completely honest and transparent. I wanted to. I wanted to knock the hell out of a couple of them. But I understand emotionally what that would do to me. I know what it would do to them because we feel the pain when we whoop our children, when we beat our children, because that's basically what you're doing. We are more intelligent than them because we have lived longer than them. So if we, as adults, as parents, cannot articulate, speak, verbalize our emotions, how in the hell do we expect children to? How? Please tell me how, how? If we, if I can't express myself without getting angry, without getting frustrated, without getting indignant, without getting ghetto fabulous, sometimes it calls for it, don't get me wrong. I definitely believe you got to check someone sometimes. But there is a way you can do it without cussing them out their name, without. I still believe that a well placed curse word will straighten somebody right on up. I'm working on that. Don't judge me. But children are different than adults. They are. You have to have a lot more grace and mercy with children because they did not ask to be here. And if you are experiencing anything with a child, understand they are a product, a literal product of their environment. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Nature versus nurture, yes, does play a factor. But unless, again, like I said, if there's no nurture in their nature, understand you're gonna get what you get. Unless, unless, unless there are always an exception. You are that exception. You are that exception. You are the exception in your whole entire family. You are. It's hard to believe, but you are. You are the exception. You like me? Yeah, you. Yeah, you don't even see it because you just lived your life. You just been regular your whole life. You've been you your whole life. Not switched up. You stayed loyal, you stayed down, you spoken the truth. Sometimes it came out harsh. If you're anything like me, I'm speaking my truth, but I'm feeling it because you're feeling it. Because I've dealt with that. I no longer deal with that. But why that came up now, maybe where you're at right now. It's okay that if it come out harsh, but you told the truth, and you were just emotional about it. Okay, and it's okay. You will feel guilt behind that, but there's always a way you can check to see where you're at on this scale. As long as your heart was in the right place and you were not being malicious, you were not being ornery, you were not being spiteful, you were not being evil, you were not being hateful. If you were not being none of those things, if you were not being any of those things, and you were coming from a good place, and you just got emotional, you will be fine. Let that go. I've had to let it go. Nothing have I done in life has been malicious. Now, if I didn't like you, I just didn't deal with you. Okay? I just walked away. But now I know in some cases, you can't just walk away. You have to speak up for yourself and then walk away. Because that way you reclaim your self-respect back. You reclaim your dignity back. You reclaim your energy back because you've allowed it to go on. And that's okay. I've had to come to that too. But with children, you must deal with them with a gentle hand. Don't take it out on them. They did not ask to be here during the pandemic. You think they want to be stuck in the house? Yeah, right. Try and see it from their perspective. As adults, we don't do that. I've done it my whole life because I feel like I stopped when my dad was killed. So it's like I've always kept that childlike essence. No matter what, even through Black Magic, you could still see the excitement and everything. I was just excited about some Talenti ice cream. I didn't even get it. I couldn't get it. It was either oranges and apples or some Talenti. So, of course, I chose the oranges and apples. I'm good about it, though, because I know at some point I will. But anywho, that's another thing. I know. We don't always get what we want when we want it. And you may be in a situation where you want out real bad. I feel you. I've been there. I've done that. But this is a time where if you are feeling that emotion, ask yourself why you are feeling that emotion. Why are you feeling that emotion? Yeah, I know shit bad. I know it. I know it. It could be better, right? But guess what? It also could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse. That's when you count your blessings. That's when you count how grateful you are. That's why I can wake up and smile every day, every day. Some days I may not. I may laugh throughout that day, or it may be a day where I don't. I don't know. I've never thought about that if I ever had a day where I haven't smiled or laughed at something. I don't know. Well, them 2 weeks I can remember specifically. I was just crying in the bed, so. Anywho, it's supposed to have been quick. Talk about the children, but it turned into something different, which probably that's me. I was about to try and explain it, but ain't no need to. It's just me. All right, my loves. I'm about to savagely attack this research. I'm lucky I love it. I do. I can get lost in it sometimes. Don't get lost in your research, guys. Don't get lost in your research. I'm learning that now. So as I'm learning, I'm going to teach you. This is a journey right now. I'm bringing you along real time. This is real time. This ain't no pre-recorded. This is real time. This is real time. I speak what I say is the truth. This is May 21st at 10 o'clock on the dot. So, this is real time. And I am so okay with it. There is literally no love lost. And if people ask me for help and I got it to do, I'm still going to help within reason, though. I'm not going to overextend myself. But I will never deny nobody who is definitely or seriously, really in need and not just trying to gaslight me. I know the difference now. I'm still learning, though. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I just have a trust in nature. It's not so trusting anymore. That's the truth. I was about to say something different, but no, that's the truth. It's not so trusting anymore. And that's a good thing and it's a bad thing because it makes my discernment on point. Because I now know that there are deceitful people that wear masks, that have ill intent. And they come with a smile. They come with money. They come with gifts. They come with an ear. They come with a lie, but they also come with ill intent. And I'm discovering them one by one. You will too, and it will hurt your feelings. You probably already have, which is why you're on this journey, because you like, ain't no way in hell this supposed to be happening to me. I'm not laughing at you, darling. I am laughing with you, so laugh. Laugh with me, because I feel your pain. You like, what? You? Hell to the no, no, no. Oh, that's how I was. That is how I was. I am telling you nothing but the truth. This is my gospel. I'm telling you the truth. But it's all for a grand reason. It's all for a grand reason. That's why I can smile and laugh and make jokes about it because I know the plan now. I know the plan that God has for my life. I don't know every detail. I don't. And if you type A personality like me, then you like, I want to know every nook and cranny, who, where, when, where, longitude, latitude, You want to know everything. It's not going to happen that way. It's not going to happen. And I am still learning to relinquish control. I have yet to master it, but I'm learning every day. I learn to relinquish control. Relinquishing control is when you can't win the battle. When people are stuck, no matter how much you pull at them, no matter how much you try and drag them with you, they're not coming. They're not coming. I've been trying to drag people my whole life. Everybody around me. I've been preaching the same thing. I just got to a point 2 years ago when guys start sitting me down. I ain't saying the same thing again. If I done said this to you a million times over 45 years, I ain't saying it to you no more. You gonna talk and I'm gonna be quiet and be mute. I suggest you do the same. I'm telling you what I do just because it's a lesson in it for you. I'm not just telling you. Listen, these are lessons that I am still learning today. So if you 6 years old or if you're 93, darling, if you still talking, stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. It ain't getting through. Those seeds are not being buried, darling. They falling on concrete. They're not being buried. Because it's not for you to plant them. You've planted as many seeds as you can right now at this point. So if you have conflict right now and that's around you with people around you, that's because your job there is done. It is done. It's over. God's giving you a new assignment. It's over. You don't want to face it. You don't want to feel it. I know. Shit, me neither. I love people too much. Let me correct myself on that, though. I will correct myself on that. I love people, period. But I am learning to love the right people.